Hello, today we are going to be going over a question on April 2017 SAT test. It will be over section 3, question number 15. Now, this type of question is actually quite common. I think I see it once every other exam, right? And this question is over the equation of the circle. The equation of the circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared, where hk is the center of the circle and r is the radius. You're going to want to be careful because on the right hand side it's r squared. So whatever that value may be, you're going to want to square root it to determine the radius. So here's an example. If we have something like x plus 4 squared, right, plus y minus 2 squared is equal to 9, we know that the center of the circle will be negative 4, positive 2, and the radius will be 3. If we wanted to draw this circle, now we can. We could go, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and that will be where our center of the circle will be. And the radius will be 3, so we can move 1, 2, 3 to the right, 1, 2, 3 to the top, 1, 2, 3 to the bottom, and then 1, 2, 3 to the left. And now we have our circle. Now, let's go to the question itself, now that we have all the background information. The graph of x squared minus 4x plus y squared plus 6y minus 24 is equal to 0 in the xy plane is a circle. What is the radius of the circle? If we take a look at the equation that they gave us right here, we will immediately note that this is not the same as this. This right here that I wrote is the actual equation of the circle. This right here doesn't have any binomials like this. We need to be able to create those binomials to actually get to the equation of the circle. And the way we're going to be doing that is very similar to parabolas, where we take a standard form of a parabola and turn it into vertex form, right? And how do we do that? We do that with completing the square. When we're completing the square with a circle, we're going to be doing the exact same thing, except we're going to be doing it twice. So let's go ahead and try that real quick. I'm going to go ahead and write the equation they gave us. X squared minus 4x. And then I'm going to put a little space between the x terms and the y terms right here. And you're going to see why I'm going to be doing that in a second. And then I'm going to be adding the 24 to the right-hand side. Now, when we're completing this square, we're going to be adding a number to one side of the equation that completes the square. And the golden rule of algebra is if you do it to one side of the equation, you do it to the other. The number we're going to be adding is found through the formula b divided by 2 squared. Make sure you remember that one, because it's not just important for circles, but parabolas as well. Now, our b value is going to be the coefficient in front of the x term here for this left-hand side here. And so we go 4 divided by 2, which is 2 squared, 4. So the number we're adding is 4. And the golden rule of algebra says if you do it to one side, you do it to the other. And here we go again. We're going to be adding the same thing, but we're going to be adding it to this. Oh, whoops, I forgot the y here. And so we're going to be doing it to the y term, and the b value for the y terms is right there, the coefficient in front of the y term. 6 divided by 2 is 3 squared is 9. So we're going to be adding 9 here. And once again, golden rule of algebra, do it to the other. Now, if we've done this correctly, what will happen here is this has turned into a binomial, which it does. All we have to do is square root that. X squared, square root is x. Take this sign right here. Copy that down. Square root of 4 is 2. And boom, we got our binomial. And then we're going to do the same thing to the y's. And then we'll have y plus 3 squared. And we're going to add the right-hand side. 24 plus 4 is 28, plus 9 is 37. And as you can see, we have created our equation of the circle right here. We know that the center of the circle will be at positive 2, negative 3. And the radius of the circle will be the square root of this number, the root 37. What is the radius of the circle? Root 37.